Guys, I'm back and the sun has still gloriously come out, so I'm going to find a spot to have something to eat in a bit, maybe 5-10 minutes or so while Willow has a mooch around. The guy with the dog's gone, so I'm going to let her off again, and off she goes. I lost you there because I pressed the picture button and then I lost memory, so hopefully this will get, and my battery's running a little bit low. And I always forget to charge up my pod. Look at the birds over there. Don't know if you can see them. Look at them there. Whoa, look at those. Look at those birds. Oh. Hang on, I'm just all a bit wobbly. Hold on. I've got too many things in my hand as usual. Too many things in my hand. I don't want to break anything with the wires either. Let's straighten you out, see if that's in it. No, I don't know. I can see it better on a curve. Oh yeah. Actually, if we go this way, you can see the gorgeous landscape. This is why I love coming on these fields. Gorgeous landscape. I need to come on these more. I love the summer and spring. This is Hindley Green, guys. Again, this is where I live. This is where I live. You would not think that this was all here. If you it used to be an old cotton and coal industry town, but it was more like a village than a town. Now it's like a thoroughfare, and it's just gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. And Willow's having a dig over there. She's having a dig. And this, you might find some horses over the other side of the field. And it's just good to celebrate my motto at the moment, and I'm hoping to get a few items made with the tagline, because my tagline at the moment for my life is love, honor, and celebrate. Love, honor, and celebrate. Love your life, honor your God. I honor Jesus every day, and celebrate with my friends and people that I meet every day. Just celebrate all that life has to offer. Love yourself, love others, honor the life you have, the freedom you have, and celebrate with joy and a kind, raw, radical, real spirit. Yeah. Life sometimes has its ups and downs, and it can be quite raw, and that just helps to make us dig deeper, dig deeper, reach for longer, stretch higher in our lives. Keeping it real is do what you think you can't do, know what you want out of life, live in the moment, and focus on the now, and the rest will follow. Focus on the now with a positive mindset and with faith and prayer. And then being radical means make your life beautiful. Create a sanctuary in your life, in your house, in your relationships. Create a sanctuary in your language, your words that you use, in your environment, on your travels. Raise your vantage point. So that could be learn something new, have a go at bungee aerobics, or have a go at fishing, or have a go at singing or learning the guitar. Raise your vantage point could be learning how to grow in your confidence, or changing bad habits, getting healthier, fitter, choosing better choices. It could be signing up for a course to train to be a physiotherapist, or to be a teacher, or it could be to be an artist, or how to learn how to make videos and take photographs, or flying drones. It could be to do with your career, your vocation, your business, or a personal hobby or personal interest. And yeah, and then after raise your vantage point, I would say keeping it radical is also revealing God's glory in your life. So whenever you have blessings and breakthrough, you share them with others and bless others. And it's better to be blessed to be a blessing than just to be blessed. And allow, embrace your freedom. And if you don't think you have freedom in your life, then write down 3 things that reveal that you do have freedom. You just have to open your eyes and your ears and listen and see and taste. There might be areas where you are stuck. There might be areas where you don't think you have got any ownership over or control, but then that will come in time. You might be able to navigate around, or you have to take it steady up the mountain in phases. But along the way, you may be free to bake a favourite chocolate cake on your friend's birthday, or your birthday, or for your fellowship, for your friendship group. You might be able to bake your favourite loaf of bread, or some scones, or invite friends over for a meal and make a pot roast. You might be able to sing a song and inspire others with your voice, write a poem, just because you can. You just go for a walk. You go for a walk, or have a pampering bath with lots of nice things. I got a nice set at Christmas from my sister and another friend, because I got this double set, and I had this foam leather soap in a can called Imperial Leather, and I've never used it before, and it is gorgeous. You don't need much, although sometimes I've accidentally used too much and I've been caked in foamy soap all over, and it is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And it's the small things in life that make the bigger things more it makes them more it makes you able to face the bigger things, or to persevere for longer, just that bit more. So if you think you haven't got time to bake a cake, and you haven't got time to go for a walk because you've got all these other things to do, well, you still have to have your breakfast and your lunch and your dinner. So just pack up a packed lunch, a hearty lunch, or a couple of snack boxes. Get your family or your friends, or just go on your own, or with your dog, borrow someone's dog, and pack up your lunchbox, prep it the night before for breakfast or lunch, and have your breakfast or your lunch out in this glorious creation, in this glorious, find a park somewhere, or a piece of nature, or go on a trip on a bus or in a car, and just be present in this moment, away from the TV, away from YouTube, Facebook, social media. Although you might be making a video like me, but you're still taking it in. still living your life as well and sharing it. And take a breath of that fresh air. Oh, it smells like, oh, it smells, I don't know if somebody's barbecuing, but it smells like that ashy burning smell, which I think could be potentially barbecue. Although it's a bit windy for a barbecue, but it's quite hot over this way. I don't think it's going to rain for a while. Feels like it might rain over later on tonight, but that's all good. I've got a great spot over here. This is and you can see the horses in the distance. And over this way, I think if you can see that bit, over that way, hang on, that's behind me. So, yeah, over that way that you can see over there, if you keep walking over that way, you end up towards Wesley Lane, Abbey Lane, and if you go over that way, it goes towards Hindley Green, Hindley, Ince, up that way, Blackbridge and Blackbridge, and then Ince, yeah, and Hindley, and then obviously we're getting further up, and then if you turn right over that way, it takes you towards trying to think, Aspel maybe, I think, and also the mid-centre of Hindley, like not where the shops are, but where the Castle Hill is in Hindley. This is all the horse. We might not want to go here for our lunch. I just want to keep walking for a bit longer, get a bit more exercise in. These are the horses have got a good shelter down there. Willow's having it in her element. You enjoying this, Willow? I can't take good photos of Willow because I've got some, but not many. But I think video might be better with Willow. She's a very physical, active dog. And she needs to lose a few pounds, for about 4 or 5 pounds. So yeah, just to let me know on video or in the comments what you're doing today, or what you're doing right now, like after you watch the video, what your day's been like. Let me know. I'm not nervous or anxious, but I'm kind of like, I don't know what you call it, a little bit feeling a bit apprehensive about making videos to put on YouTube or Facebook. But I love YouTubers, I love following your journeys, I love following people's journeys, and I'd like to share mine and be challenged and change my life and share my life with everyone. And share my faith as well. Faith isn't scary. Faith is real, raw and radical. It's not religious. For me, it's a spiritual, intimate relationship with Jesus Christ. And that isn't weird. Some people think it is, but you have to know for yourself. You have to explore for yourself. You have to read the word for yourself and not make rash judgments. You have to study it. You have to live out and test out, and know in your own mind and heart, and not be swayed by the media or propaganda or other people's views and opinions. And you have to know yourself, what you think your life means, and what you believe in your heart. And when you're on your own in your bedroom or in your bath, or when you're on your own, whether life is great or whether you're facing struggles, just all aspects of life, or if you're great but you might know someone who's not doing so great, or whatever, you see things that are happening in the world. I see there's a spiritual thing to everything in life, as well there is an emotional. psychological, mental, physical, biological aspect to life, the spiritual aspect is also very, very real and relevant, which some people miss or they keep very private to themselves. But sometimes that's not healthy, because we are in this life together to share it, not to judge or not to be overly negative or not to say you're right or wrong. It's just more that sharing our lived experiences. And I make no apologies for living my life in a Jesus-centered way. I make no apologies for loving Jesus. I make no apologies for sharing my faith and I only answer questions. If people ask me, I answer them honestly. I don't overly preach at people. Everyone has free will. So just because I have a way of life and my beliefs or my understanding in scripture, and that also isn't perfect. I mean, there's always things in scripture for me that means that you challenge you and grow, because none of us are perfect. For me, only Jesus is an example of perfection. And so in scripture it says we only see and know in part, and it says that we are a work in progress. None of us are ever going to be a 100% perfection masterpiece, and for me there's only one spiritual authority in the world that has any significance or importance for me, and that is Jesus Christ through his Holy Spirit. And there are other spiritual aspects to life that isn't part of that, but I don't put my attention on that, I don't put my focus on that, because that's not the main authority. Is what comes from heaven, and that is also authority on heaven and earth through Jesus' love, grace and mercy, forgiveness and righteousness. So yes, and I also believe that we are spiritual beings having a human experience. So yeah, if you think like Willow this way, if you think like, oh, I don't know God, I don't believe he exists, or whatever you believe, that whatever we believe, it doesn't change your spiritual nature. Whether you know or accept or recognize your spiritual nature is irrelevant, because if in our nature we can't change the fact that we are born as babies and in a human flesh. We cannot change that we die. We don't know when or how we were going to die, but we know our flesh will die. We can't change that just because we don't want to die, or just because we don't know when it's going to happen. We know it's a case of when, not if. So if that's the case with death and life in human form, then the same is with the spiritual element, that we don't have any control or authority over the fact that we are spiritual in nature alongside our human nature, but we can choose how we channel and how we direct our spiritual self. We can make choices over how we live out our spiritual nature, which then also helps in our human life and transforms our human life, our earthly life, and our spiritual kind of engagement with other people, with ourselves, and with our spiritual connection. So yeah, for me that spiritual connection is defined through Jesus Christ, and creation. And people are obviously free to believe what they want, but I would just encourage everybody who's still deciding to get in touch with your spiritual nature, to find out what is it about that, and then to ask yourself, who do you think Jesus is in your life? Who is he, and what does he represent in your life? And don't be swayed by other people's more negative views, but seek for yourself, and if anything, if you kind of awaken to your spiritual kind of nature and awareness, you're going to be better for it anyway, because that's where miracles can happen. And I don't believe in magic, but I believe in miracles. Because that is God's gift to us, is the gift of healing and the gift of all the gifts that is available to us, that other things can try to masquerade as the same thing, with different names, but it's not the same thing, and it's not permanent either. I'm in this for the long haul. I'm in it for the long term, not for the short term gains. Now I'm getting hungry, and I've got my frappuccino, homemade frappuccino. The frappuccino that I made is about a teaspoon. It depends how strong you like your coffee. Teaspoon or 2 teaspoons of coffee, depending how big your bottle is. Mine's just a normal bottle from Pepsi Max. So then I just did 1-2 teaspoons of grains of not instant coffee, filled it up about 3/4 with milk, and then I put in some cinnamon, shook it up with the cinnamon first, because the coffee grains and the cinnamon can stick on the top. So I shook it up, and then at the end I put in 1 teaspoon of peanut butter. And it's a drink, not a sandwich, so I just put a teaspoon of peanut butter in and shook it up again, put the lid on, and it's in my bag. Now I don't have any ice cream, and it wasn't too warm in the house. It's warm out here with wind, nice wind. If I had some ice cream, chocolate ice cream, yes, or any ice cream, you can put that in your frappuccino. Although it might be quite hard to get it in a bottle, a small bottle, or any bottle. But yeah, in a cup, I just put in a tablespoon of ice cream, or maybe half a tablespoon of ice cream on top, and then put the peanut butter on top of the ice cream. And then if you've got some cocoa powder, you can sprinkle that on. And you can either use a spoon for the top of it, or a straw, or let the ice cream melt into it. You can also make a Romanian coffee if you want a warm coffee, after you've been on a hike. So that is like normal coffee you make, but don't put the milk in. You just put a spoonful of your favourite ice cream on top of the coffee, and again spoon it. You can either use a spoon to eat it or let it melt into the coffee. And that's a good tip if you run out of milk. If you run out of milk and you've got ice cream in the freezer, you can put that in. Oh, also you can put on banana, a bit of banana on top as well. I know that's just me. That's just me, my ways. You might find more of my weird, funny recipes that I make. If you've got any questions, please write them in the comments below, or message me if you've got access to my messages. Yeah, I don't know what kind of field we're in. I don't know. The sun seems to be going. Oh no. Well, let's go this way. I want to go high up because it seems to be cooler down. This is my creation. This is my glory, to raise your life, to bless your heart, and make you victory over all your fears and worries. This is my creation. This is my glory, to raise your life for my purpose and my So it looks like the sun has gone. I don't know whether we can see it anywhere. It looks like it's going up that way. And oh, look, there's the smoke. I don't know if it's a barbecue or if it's somebody, the people chop down trees. I don't know if people have wood burners. There's a lake over there, but sometimes they smoke out the tree areas. I don't know whether that's official or if they're allowed because they live on the land. Willow, come here. Come here, baby. I've seen another dog. Come here, baby. Willow, come here. Willow, come here. Willow. Come here. Oh, Willow, come here. Come here. Come on. Right. I was scared I was going to drop it then in the puddle. Okay, so I need to find a spot that's good for eating and drinking. I don't really like taking everything back with me when I'm meat traveling. Thing is, if you sit down and it's not too warm, you get cold. But it looks like the sun's gone. Maybe it will come out again. The sun come out, and I don't want to sit in the middle of where all the horsey stuff is either, because that's not nice. Where is the sun? Where is the sun? The sun's over that way behind me now. So we have got black clouds over there. We've got black clouds right up there. We've got black clouds above us, and the sun looks like it's all the way over there, and it looks like it's over there as well. But by the time we get over that way, the black clouds will be over that way as well. So and I don't want to be in the path of the smoke either. So who knows? I'm going to give us 7 minutes or 10 minutes max to have our picnic. And you see the smoke? Can you see oh no, this isn't going to help my I've come out for fresh air because I'm dehydrated from the heating, and I don't know, from a busy day yesterday. A lovely family fun spring fair day yesterday at Hinley Green Family Church. Come and say hello if you live in the area. We are open on Sundays 10:45, opens at 10. And yes, okay. And we have an hour of power on Tuesdays. We have kids rangers, green rangers for kids and young teens. We have a youth church as well, twice a month. Oh, and we have podcasts on our website if you want to check us out. Oh, good, I sit down and have my lunch. And I forgot, if I'd have brought my scarf out, I wouldn't be too worried about sitting down in this chilly weather now. Got my banana. Look. And my frappuccino, peanut butter, cinnamon, and coffee. Oh, my battery's about to go, so I'm gonna sign off right now, and I will make one more hello goodbye video when we're finished, because you're not gonna get much great footage now when the sun's going down. Naughty people on a motorbike thing, then you're not allowed to go on one of them. So yes. Hello. Naughty people. You're not allowed to use those on these fields. People do, because they don't care. And they can get them taken off them because they are endangering their child and nature. Oops, it's the big ones I don't like that churn up. The big ones I don't like that churn up the. Oh, it sounds like thunder! Oh my goodness! Oh, this is a good tip for you. These are clean bags. Willow, get off! Get off! She's always nicking my food. If you need to change your bag and you're not. You've used your bag for other things. You can line your bag with a doggy bag and cover it with a doggy bag, and it's clean doggy bags, obviously. Oh, Willow! Oh, I've just got another good tip. You could stick your hiking stick in the ground, maybe. No, maybe not. To keep. Oh yeah, you can to keep the dog in, but it's not really gonna. Just enough time to get there. So bye bye, and have a nice afternoon. Bless you. Mwah. Bye.